There is nothing more frustrating than releasing music that you have poured your heart and soul into, only to find it is a constant uphill battle to try and get people to listen and to get that music any traction at all. And I know this more than anyone, I've been in that situation myself. However, your lack of fans right now is down to a lack of seeds that you planted 6 to 12 months ago. You can't just drop a single and then expect the listeners to come flooding in. And you especially can't drop a single every 6 to 12 months with absolutely nothing in between. It takes time to nurture those casual listeners or people that see your social media content every so often. It takes time to get them to hit that follow button and then start consuming your more in-depth content or buy tickets to your shows, stream your music, buy your merch and so on. Imagine you release a single, it does reasonably well and you get a bunch of new listeners from it, but then you go quiet for 4 months before suddenly dropping a new one. Do you think those listeners will still be there, just hanging around waiting for you to drop new music? Highly unlikely. Instead, while you ghosted them for 4 months, they've been connecting with another artist who has been showing up every day, creating TikToks, playing shows, releasing music more regular than what you did. And I have to be honest here, it's arrogant to think that just because you're releasing music, you're somehow entitled to a fan base. There are so many successful artists releasing music. Some of that music will be just as good as yours, some will be better, some will be worse. But the difference is they're going above and beyond every single day to nurture those followers into superfans. And guess what happens when you do that? They buy your stuff. Now, undoubtedly, one of the best ways to make a solid career as an independent artist today is through growing a fan base and then creating amazing fan experiences. And there are lots of artists earning thousands of dollars or pounds every single month through sites like Patreon. And the key here is to add value to your fans. You can have a base tier on Patreon that's maybe £5, $5 a month, and those fans get an enhanced experience to what they would otherwise get just following your social media. But then you can have other mid or high tiers where you offer more value, and you need to think about exactly what you can offer to keep those fans interested, engaged, and coming back every single month. But to be able to do any of this in the first place, you have to have that fan base. And the best way to turn those casual listeners, those casual fans into super fans is through content on social media. So let's talk through a few ways and a few different content ideas that you can start using right now to do just that. First and foremost, posting every day is essential. Now, this doesn't have to be a mega produced piece of content every single day that takes you hours to create. You just have to show up and post something. It could be a funny story, where you go for your coffee each morning, something topical or relevant that's happening in your niche or genre right now. It could be something gear related or nerdy or a day in the life of what you do. The point is, you need to be visible. So that's the place to begin. Just start posting something every single day. Another great way of engaging followers and bringing new ones in is through behind the scenes videos. These could be long form videos that are 10, 15, 20 minutes long that you post to platforms like YouTube. You can then use these to cut down and create shorter clips for shorter form platforms like TikTok or Reels. But the aim here is to give people an insight into your process. So pull back the curtain and show people what you do. Whether it's how you come up with new ideas for songs, how you turn those ideas into fully finished releases, or even how you prepare for gigs or manage your time while you're on tour. The benefit of this is if it's done well, the people that watch and engage are going to form a deeper connection with you. They are interested in what it is that you're doing. And this means that they're going to be far more receptive to other things that you have on offer, whether it's selling merch, buying tickets to your shows, getting onto your mailing list. So if you like what I'm talking about here, then I have a free ebook called 10 Strategies to Get More Fans and Increase Engagement. This gives you an in-depth overview of 10 of the very best strategies that artists are using right now to bring more people into their environment. That is more followers on the social media, more subscribers on the mailing list, and then crucially nurturing those fans into super fans that will form deep, lifelong connections with you and your music. The link to this ebook is in the description below. It's completely free, so go ahead, check it out and start implementing these strategies to grow your fan base.